Breaking news. It's official. SEC drops the case completely.
The macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030. And inevitably, people are going to need a place to store those assets, and safe, secure, and they're going to need to be able to transfer them as well, having good on and off ramps. Even a tokenization engine, some of the work Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. So we think there's a lot of pieces that come together, and we already had, and I remember when you and I first spoke, I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world, and a bank Ripple was already working with, and they were asking us about could we help them with their custody. This is prior to the 𝕝𝕝𝕟𝕜𝕤 acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when I think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer, hey, here's a best in class, going head to head time and time again and winning on the custody level.
Winning.
To be able to bring that product to them, I think is a great opportunity for the two companies together. So
that's what we're going to talk about today. Opportunity and the evolution of money. Ripple wins the case. It's official. Winning. It's official. It's breaking news across the world. I knew something had to happen because when I woke up, my portfolio was on fire.
The macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030.
$10 trillion by 2030. Now, that's on the, what's the word I'm looking for here? That's on the conservative side. If you want to be a little bit more bullish and tell them the truth, Brad, we're thinking 10 trillion by 2025. My opinion. You got some more for us, Brad?
And inevitably, people are going to need a place to store those assets. And
you got that right. Where can they store them, Brad?
Safe, secure, and they're going to need to be able to transfer them as well, having good on and off ramps.
On off ramps. You want to talk about Ripple and Stellar? Let's do it. On off ramps.
Even a tokenization engine, some of the work Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs. So we think there's a lot of pieces that come together, and we already had, and I remember when you and I first spoke, I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world, and a bank Ripple was already working with, and they were asking us about could we help them with their custody.
So Brad is talking about the largest bank on the planet wants help from Ripple. Tell him more, Brad.
This is prior to the 𝕝𝕝𝕜𝕤 acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when I think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer, hey, here's a best in class, going head to head time and time again and winning on the custody
winning
level. To be able.
That's funny. Winning, guys. Here it is right here. Big news. Yahoo covered this today. SEC drops all charges. Now, I don't know why they say all charges, because I don't think it's charges, because it's a civil matter, not criminal. So I think there's an error here. But case dismissed, no matter how you word it. SEC drops all charges against Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, Big BG, and the founder Chris Larsen. And there's Gary G. Rumor has he's going to quit. The SEC, U.S. Security SEC Commission, has dropped all charges against Ripple Labs. And like I said, I don't think it's charges. They should say dismiss the case maybe. Against Executive Officer Brad Garlinghouse and Executive Chairman Chris Larsen, according to an October 19th court filing. So that's how we woke up this morning. Our portfolios were on fire. Yeah, we're going to talk about that today. We got a few things to talk about today. Actually, guys, I got a hidden gem I found too on Coinbase. I pulled the screenshots up. They've been talking about this the last few streams as far as is there any hidden gems on Coinbase? And I pulled some screenshots up of it. I believe there is a hidden gem on Coinbase. So we're going to talk about that hidden gem. We're going to talk about Ripple crushing the SEC, spanking them. Give them a good whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. You want a whoop whoop? That's what they got. They got a whoop whoop. Brad Garlinghouse laid the smackdown on them. Operation Shutdown. Crypto OG. Crypto OG, first member in the building. Good morning, Crypto OG. Good morning, Elizabeth. Rich Foot Aug, bullish time. You got that right. Faded by few. Crypto Trooper, Brandon K. Brandon K, good morning, bro. How you been? Good to see you. XRP Rude Boy, Conscious Freedom, 2-year member. How you been, Conscious Freedom? Michael Gray. Brandon K. Elizabeth is here today. Oh, that makes me want to play this more than ever right here, huh? This is so official and so fitting right now. Get them, Bags. And when I woke up, my portfolio was on fire. That penny makes a big difference on XRP going from 49, because it actually came up from 49 to 50 to 51 to 52 cent. So XLM still around 10. Oh, Solana's on fire. It jumped like $4. We're going to talk about that. Plus, I got a hidden gem to talk about. Welcome to the evolution of money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm documenting my journey on the greatest wealth transfer in the history of humanity. We need 333 thumbs up. Staring out my bullish window. CKJ has the formula. Stack them bags and it's simple. I got the formula. Stack them bags up and simple. And wait until we explode. I'll meet you at the disco. We're just getting started like an intro. 589 in numbers. Please call out bingo. Bingo. You ready to do this? Let's do this. It's Friday. Was I right on time today? I got that 115 down pat, kind of. I think I was like 1 minute late, 116. But if you came at 1, yeah. But my goal was like no later than 115. 1 o'clock. We're back to the 1 o'clock time. Heads up for everybody that's here today, too, guys. We're back to the 1 o'clock time. I apologize. It was only 11:30 time, but now we're back to the 1 o'clock time. Mark Clark, UK in the house. Love from the USA to the UK. Mark Clark, good morning. Because our laws are not actually criminal. They are technically under a different type of law disguised as criminal law. Disguised as criminal law. Because our laws are not actually criminal. We're technically under a different type of law. Disguised as criminal law. Shout out to Brandon K. Good morning. Life's amazing, bro. I'm here. Kind of reminds me of, no matter what you're going on in the personal world, kind of reminds me of this one motivational speaker. I might have been on a YouTube short. The guy said, if I was to give you $10 million today, Brandon K., what would you do with it? If I was to give you $10 million today, Crypto Trooper, what would you do with it? But you wouldn't wake up tomorrow. Would you still want that $10 million? Ooh. So would you want $10 million today and not wake up tomorrow? I wonder if anybody would go through that deal. Like, oh, I'll just buy my kids everything they want, buy them a mansion, and I'm out of here. But, so you waking up tomorrow is worth more than $10 million. Woo! It's official. SEC drops lawsuit against Ripple. 10 trillion on XRP, XLM, XRPayNet. XRPayNet was on fire too. XRPayNet. Oh, okay, Zer. Let's say hit link, we're live. Hit link. Hit link, we're live. All right, let's just do this. Bam. I know you guys are really busy today. Was that Caroline Ellison behind the background? Oh, what's Bags going with this picture? Rand Nooner XRP Bags 7 minutes ago. First one to like it. Why are crypto celebrating the SEC backing out of the Ripple case? Crypto Rand Nooner. Oh, come on, Rand. Don't be hating, Rand. Don't be hating, Rand. Why are crypto celebrating the SEC backing out of the Ripple case? This is a trick question. All it means is that now the SEC can appeal the case sooner. Previously, they had to wait until the end of the case, but he must not be following the case too much, because I think they said they wouldn't appeal, right? Didn't the SEC say they wouldn't appeal? Or are they working on their appeal? But their appeal would just, Ripple can crush them easily with the cash flow they have. All it means now is that the SEC can appeal the case sooner. Previously, they had to wait until the end of the case, but now they dropped the case. They can appeal immediately. I think Rand's an XRP hater. And everybody knows that since back in the day. Rand Neuner, he's an XRP hater for sure. Bitcoin maxi all the way. I remember, and it was a big deal about Rand Neuner when he was at Consensus 2019. He could not get enough of Dave Schwartz. He was like hanging on Dave Schwartz. Like he was up there, all up under Dave. Like he was hanging on every word Dave dropped. Dave Schwartz, Ripple CTO. Rand Neuner was right there. You guys are the one video I got. I guess since I just showed you this clip, I'll show you guys the video. Matter of fact, you might even see Rand Neuner in the video. Rand Neuner was right there when I was filming Dave Schwartz at Consensus in Texas 2019. 2019? 2018, 2019. Rand Neuner was right there. And I didn't even know who he was. Everybody was like, Rand Neuner, Rand Neuner. I was like, who the hell is Rand Neuner? And he was like, oh, he's the guy standing beside you. And I was like, what? I didn't even know who he was. And so we'll talk about Rand Neuner also. And
the macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030.
$10 trillion by 2030. That's what I'm saying, Crypto OG. Keep that 10 million. So each of our days is worth millions. Well, you know, would you rather have 10 million and not wake up like they say, or wake up tomorrow? So, whoa, that means we can plant seeds on greatness all the way. They're calling about 10 trillion. Matter of fact, let's go to the main article, because this is the big one, the breaking news right here. SEC drops all charges against Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and co-founder Chris Larsen. The U.S. Security Exchange Commission has dropped all charges against Ripple Labs Chief Executive Officer Brad Garlinghouse, Big Brass Garlinghouse, and Executive Chairman Chris Larsen. Now, you guys, you know what's crazy is, let me go to this one screenshot. I'll shoot straight to the news and try to be focused. Where's the music song at? Because I actually put it on there with that clip. Okay, it kind of reminds me of this right here, Ripple Wells. Because I basically started making crypto content in 2017. And I started talking about XRP, and it wasn't the most popular thing to do in 2017, trust me. I could have just talked about Bitcoin, because there was plenty of Bitcoin maxis. But the thing is I thought that arena was too crowded. So I was like, I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to talk about XRP, because like nobody's talking about that. And plus, once I did the research with some of the partnerships, I was a little bit uncomfortable with like, oh yeah, this bank signed a deal. I was like, okay, well, at least we got real partnerships. Real partnerships. Max is a clueless. Mitch Roderick, tell him. So this picture came out right here back in the day from Bearable Guy, which you guys see Bearable Guys on my wall. I got the direct line to Bearable Guy. Direct connect. Now, here's the picture right here. I'll make it bigger so you can see it. So Bearable Guy back in the day said, keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. And then basically there was so many different content with Madame Lagarde being the owl and the owl stuff, and the owls dancing, and first prize and the trophy, and keep your eye on the prize. And so keep your eye on the prize. So basically Bearable Guy kind of kept us strong back in the day. I told everybody that Ripple was probably going to crush it with the partnerships they had with the Madame Lagarde IMF connections, and just like, you know, some big entities that were like, okay, you know, are we bullish on the IMF? Not really. But are we bullish on a partnership with utility? Big time. The SEC drops the case against Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse. U.S. SEC has dropped the case against Ripple Labs. The SEC, now this is what I think Rand Neuner is hating. Because the SEC will no longer pursue claims that Ripple, Garlinghouse, and Larsen aid the company in violating security laws. Now, this is fast facts. So I think the SEC is done with Ripple. As far as, like, they crushed it. They crushed it with Ripple. I mean, the SEC, the Ripple crushed the SEC. They overpowered them. They were right the whole time. It was a big time smoke and mirror show anyway. Ripple had too many partnerships, too much utility. It was the quickest way to get clarity for Ripple was to have the lawsuit. We would still be sitting around with no clarity if it wasn't for Ripple. So the fastest way, now do you think it's weird that Jay Clayton dropped the lawsuit his last day in office? I remember I heard a quote about that. You never relieve a fire burning on somebody else's desk. So basically it was Jay Clayton's last day at the SEC, Security Exchange Commission, and he filed the lawsuit against Ripple his last day in office. It had to miss smoke and mirrors. She was like, okay, well, you know, nobody's gonna be mad at you, Jay, because now you're going to crypto, so you might as well file a lawsuit. And now Jay Clayton's full-time crypto, right? Yeah. The SEC will no longer pursue claims that Ripple, Growing House, and Larson aided the company in violating security laws. According to the Thursday filing, the parties agreed to voluntarily dismiss the aiding and meaning the charges can be meaning that the charges can't be filed again. Meaning that, okay, so hold on, there's a difference in the case here as far as, I think it's some details within the lawsuit in itself that maybe there was a chance they was looking at criminal charges. Because some of these, what they're reading, that sounds like a little bit more civil than me. That sounds like more than civil. You know, voluntary dismissed. Okay. Meaning the charges can't be filed again. The filing aided that the SEC will continue pursuing its claims against Ripple. Okay, so I do see the difference in what they're saying here now, because, you know, I'm really familiar with the law. So, I mean, I guess this is only the first step of getting complete clarity then, because if you're saying the filing at the SEC will continue to pursue its claims against Ripple, which means they can appeal, but then that would be kind of going against Judge Torres, and you're going to appeal to her uncle, like you're going to appeal to her cousin. It doesn't matter. Like, you think a higher judge is going to overthrow Judge Torres's ruling? She's next in line to go to that court. Like, that would make a bad friendship for them in the future. Like, they're going to go with Judge Torres. In July, Judge Torres ruled Ripple Labs' programmatic sales of XRP token of retail investors did not qualify as financial securities. XRP is not a security. I seriously doubt an appellate court would side with SEC. The judge granted the SEC's file, and they got until August 18th to appeal. Is that August, what, 2024? Uh-oh. Today's the last day I'm going to let you guys spam. Heads up on that, bro. Shout out to the dude that dropped the fat super chat yesterday. I do appreciate that. But at the same time, I just can't have you guys spamming every day. You know, because it's just the way crypto goes. It's kind of like trying to push your token on people. Like, you're the only person actually talking about a certain token right now. So that would be kind of like spamming. So I'll give you a heads up today. Let them live today, mods. But tomorrow, bro, you might get blocked. I'm not even exaggerating. And it's not against you or your token. It's just called spamming. It's just not right to everybody else that's here. And you brought your friends with you, which I gave you guys a lot of love the last 2 days. So heads up. I'll let you live a little bit today, but maybe not after my comment. But anyway, but as far as like spamming and all that, we're not really for all that. We got a lot going on here. Shout out to the Jesus token. Thank you for love yesterday. I just can't have you spamming. Oh man, you got me like going against Jesus. Not what going against. It's not going against it. It's just living how we always lived. In July, Judge Torres ruled that the sales of XRP is not a security. Earlier this month, man, I feel uncomfortable about the whole situation. I think that's why that token is like weird, because it brings kind of uncomfortableness a little bit. Like, how can you go against something like that? I mean, it's like, God forgive me. Okay. The judge granted the SEC to file an appeal until the 18th, and people might not know what I'm talking about. I wasn't here yesterday. The judge granted the SEC to file the appeal to August 18th. Earlier this month, Judge Torres rejected the agency's motion to overturn her ruling. In December 2020, the SEC sued San Francisco-based technology company, and by then I was already making XRP videos for like 3 years, 4 years. 2020, came in 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4 years strong right there. Oh man, that's kind of fishy, bro. I remember when I went after BitConnect, and I'm like, oh man, BitConnect is fake. And that's when I learned the hard lesson about calling tokens out for not being real, because people got so upset. You know what they said when I called out BitConnect? They're like, bro, you're blocking your blessings. I'm blocking my blessings for calling out BitConnect is fake. And they were like, no, bro, it's real. People really believed that was real. I mean, I believed it was real for like the first day, like the first 5 minutes. And then I did more research, and I was like, there's no way they can pay out rewards like that consecutively. Maybe for the first people that's cashing out, make it look good, but they can't uphold that payout forever. It was like ridiculous payouts. So, you know, but it's great that you feel so strongly about your token. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ripple brag going house. It's just that we can't do that around here. Heads up. Ripple brag going house expected $10 trillion to come into XRPL from custody of digital assets. $10 trillion to XRPL. I don't know if it actually said to XRPL to come on XRPL, because he said 10 trillion in digital asset custody. But if he says to XRPL, well, that'll be big.
The macro environment around custody digital assets is expected to be close to $10 trillion by the year 2030.
Okay, he's basically saying, the guy changed the title. He changed his words a little bit, but still, it's still the same. Nah, well, 10 trillion to come into cryptocurrency and custody by 2030. But they put in the title 10 trillion to come on XRPL by 2030. That's kind of a little bit of a difference, but we get what you're saying.
And inevitably, people are going to need a place to store those assets, and safe, secure, and they're going to need to be able to transfer them as well.
Not your keys, not your cheese. I learned that the hard way when I first got in crypto with 𝕝𝕚𝕟 and some bunch of other assets, guys. Oh yeah, guys, heads up. I bought a new phone this morning. Finally. I finally got a new phone. So I haven't really been posting on Twitter or the Telegram. So I'll be back in the Telegram today and on Twitter today big time, and the Telegram big time, Discord big time. My apologies, guys. My phone, first I dropped it, it cracked, which was kind of usable, but not really. Now the crack got so bad that it went all the way through, and I couldn't even open the phone no more. So I had to go buy a new phone this morning. So my apologies for MIA on different social media sites, but we're back.
Having good on and off ramps, even a tokenization engine, some of the work Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs.
No, that's 10K per XRP right there. They could have put that in the title, because he said tokenization and the work they're doing with CBDCs, because we all know the saying from back in the day, XRP is a bridge currency for walled gardens. A CBDC is a walled garden. Now, Brad is saying, you know, Ripple's working with CBDCs or large institutions. That's interesting.
Ripple is doing around central bank digital currencies or CBDCs.
10K per XRP. Now, you can tell them that, Brad.
So we think there's a lot of pieces that come together, and we already had, and I remember when you and I first spoke, I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world. And
largest top 10 bank in the world. I think he's just trying to be, what's the word I needed again? He's not trying, he's trying to be like, he don't want to tell you about the NDA that they got with the largest bank, but he just told you, but he don't want to tell you because he got an NDA. He meant to say we're working with the largest bank on the planet.
A bank Ripple was already working with, and they were asking us about could we help them with their custody. This is prior to the 𝕝𝕝𝕟 acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when we think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer, hey,
existing Ripple customer right there, hold up. Brad goes flip-flop right there in that statement. Because first he says the largest bank, we're not working with them, but then we are working with them. His statement was kind of flip-flopping, kind of like backstepping a little bit. I think he slipped out the NDA on us. Because then he says we are working with them. Watch, I'll show you one more time. Maybe I'm looking into it too deep.
I remember being on a call with one of the largest top 10 banks in the world, and a bank Ripple was already...
See, he started stuttering right there. I'm telling you guys, I just uncovered something. You heard it here first. Brad let an NDA slip, and I could tell where he stuttered. You can tell, watch.
A call with one of the largest...
Right there's when he thought about changing this topic, because you could tell which way he wanted to go with it.
Just top 10 banks in the world, and a bank...
Oh, he looked down, he had to think. I'm telling you, I analyzed this perfectly.
Was already working with, and they were asking us about could we help them with their custody. This is prior to the 𝕝𝕝𝕟 acquisition, and we weren't in a position to do that. And so when we think about that synergy, the ability to say to that existing Ripple customer,
customer,
here's a best-in-class, going head-to-head, time and time again, and winning on the custody level, to be able to bring that product to them, I think is a great opportunity for the two companies together. So
this must be a clip off of that company they just bought, right? The custody company. That's straight spamming, bro. You still saying the same thing? Oh man, that's wrong. I'm gonna let you guys live today because your boy looked out yesterday big time. But I'll give you a heads up. Tomorrow, bro, might be a different day. Ripple Brad Growinghouse expects $10 trillion to come into XRPL. That's not bad. Shout out to XRP Drops. He be on fire. One of the top 5 moments in blockchain 2023. SEC approval for tokenization of a fund backed by Treasury, Abu Dhabi.
For example, State Street, U.S. Bank.
Oh, State Street. This is New York companies. New York.
Yes, it's very real. So a big
Okay.
breakthrough for Securrency this past month. We received SEC approval for our partner. Our clients are major institutions, for example, State Street, U.S. Bank,
State Street's a very big deal. Manhattan, U.S. Bank.
and an asset manager, WisdomTree. They received SEC approval
Received SEC approval for what? The custody digital assets?
for a 1940 Act fund. So this is arguably the most conservative regulator for the most regulated asset being approved for tokenization of a fund backed by treasuries. This is certainly one of the top 5 moments in blockchain this year, in a year that's been full of positive and negative developments.
It's kind of crazy because we got to steady having the biggest things unfold nonstop, but at the same time the market is getting hit kind of hard as far as I mean, we can review some of the assets. I see Solana, for example. Solana was $240 per soul. Now it's $26 per soul. So, and I seen one video where they were saying, okay, you know, some assets might be up 2,000-3,000%, but down 90%, but it's still up on the total. But like, you know, we've had big clarity back to back. He's talking about State Street, which is an asset manager in Manhattan, Abu Dhabi Crypto, New York, or Abu Dhabi, you know, Dubai, Abu, wherever that is, far away. You know how, you know, different parts of the world have crypto regulation. But he's talking about State Street, which is kind of a big deal, which is a big deal. You know, I did research on State Street before, but if you go to this guy's Twitter, he'd be on fire with a bunch of stuff. He's where I got the one video about Andrew Jackson and how he decided to go after banking in like the 50s and 40s. He's probably tweeted so much since then. State Street launches Street FX solution for Tier +1 settlement. That's a big deal. A lot of people might not know. I'm just scanning this guy's Twitter. Driving sustainability in crypto, Ripple partners, crypto climate, inspired by the Paris Climate Agreement. Oh yeah, guys, you know there's a 2030. You guys are kind of distracting me now. Yeah, you guys, like every time I look over, it's the same thing. That's spamming, man. Dragon, Dr. Crypto, I really appreciate y'all and what you're doing with your coin, man. But come on, that's like overboard. You're spamming like crazy. I don't even think this is your real picture, bro. You don't want me to flip to my other me. Now let me stop. But you're like, that's like a real close-up. You got like a super square chin. I don't even know if that's real. Nah, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, you are distracting me. Now keep an eye on the prize. This now. Hollow model is here. Probably been already too late for half of y'all. Nah, I'm just joking. It's just now knowing the chances still exist. Just knowing the chances still exist in the world for regular people to have the possibility of changing their lives because of cryptocurrency and XRP. Plans to make life bearable and fun. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. There's something amazing in this. I'm not going to boast about it right now. We'll boast at the end. Let me get through these clips so we can get out of here. I know you guys are really busy on Friday. I know Susan's just like waiting for the, I mean, not, when I say Susan, I mean Elizabeth. Elizabeth. I actually stopped by. That's a whole nother story. That's my Aunt Sue. I have an aunt named Sue. I used to call her Susan. SEC drops all charges against Ripple. We talked about that. We already covered that. Let's look at these screenshots real quick. We're going to try to make this stream really short today. 15 minutes or less, we're out of here, maybe 10. Sailor Network, this is assets on Coinbase, guys. I'm actually going to jump down the rabbit hole on this because everybody's begging for hidden gems. Like, oh, what's the next hidden gem? What's the next hidden gem? And actually this morning when I was on Coinbase and XRP was melting my portfolio, XRP was melting my portfolio because you guys seen how we've been monitoring it the last couple of days where I bought the coffee and gas and all that when it went from 48 to 49 cents. And then it went to like 50. No, hold on. It went from, let me, I don't remember how we did this. It was like 49 cents. Okay, hold on. It might have dropped to 48 and went back to 49. But the penny makes a big difference depending on how much you got. But anyway, actually I got a screenshot of it right here somewhere. I guess I could just pull the charts up. Let's see what's out on the charts right now. Okay, 52 cent pumping 7% on XRP, and this is on the daily. So it jumped from like 49, 48 to 52, which I'm like, whoa. Now I guess that's why it's a good thing I didn't sell going blind. Well, we're just talking about my Coinbase wallet anyway. But to 52 cent, pumping 7%. But if you actually go to the charts on the crypto all in its entirety, I was like, whoa, Bitcoin hit 30,000. International Bullish Family #1. Tell them going blind. Happy Friday, everybody. We gon' make it. Dr. Crypto is like, let me get all these words in, man. It could be my last day here. It could be my last day here. Bitcoin hit 29 to 30,000 this morning. It was at 30,000, I believe. It could have been in 29. Could have been 29.5. But it still climbed because we dropped maybe 27, 26, 25. Ethereum was at 1,500. We hit 1,600. It jumped 500 on Ethereum. BNB was at 20 something. It's at 212 now. XRP dropped to 48. It's at 52. That's not bad. But it was actually on fire. Solana beat $26. This came up from 20 to 21 to 22 to 26. Not bad on that. Dogecoin, we melted it on Doge. I still want to do the research on Toncoin. I actually had to pull it up, but I had to go to the store earlier and got a phone and everything because I can't go without a phone completely. Like, my phone did not work at all, like the last day or two. Well, it stopped working completely maybe yesterday morning. Bitcoin Cash, 241. Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin. Don't sleep on that. And Solana, I think Solana is still going to crush it. I issued the 10 Solana challenge, 10 for 100. It shot to 240 per Solana. We crushed it on Solana. So don't sleep on Solana. XRP, I think, will do big numbers, $5, $6, $10. To be honest, if you want to say 10,000 and all that, I like playing with high prediction numbers, playing with it. But if you want my honest opinion, I think XRP will go to $5. No, I hope I didn't crush no hearts out there, but not really, because the Bullish family is very mature and real. So, you know, I think $5 easy. I was here when it hit $3, maybe $10. You never know. But I think XRP will do big numbers because of the partnerships and the utilities bringing it to the table. What else we got up here? Oh, XRPayNet. Woo! XRPayNet. I seen XRPayNet this morning pumping 10%. I'm like, okay, it runs on XRPL. That's a big deal. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 009. Anyone hear about Cashcoin? It's supposed to be involved with Ripple. That'd be like the Cashcoin fam. I have never heard of Cashcoin, right? But imagine all of a sudden like 5 people show up and like, oh, Cash never happened. And then it's like 3 comments later, the person like, Cashcoin. Oh man, it's Cashcoin. Are you walking water with this coin? And they're like, Cashcoin. So basically, it's just spamming regardless, no matter what the token really is. So, and I'm just throwing that out there. Seller network. And I'm not saying nothing about Cashcoin, Ⅎ𝕝𝕝. I'm using this coin as an example in a whole different situation, just in case, because you're like, oh, well, what's he talking about? Because I don't know if he was here yesterday either. But how you doing, Ⅎ𝕝𝕝 009 too? You remember? Yeah, he told him, going, Darnell, we got to use the scale that they weigh the whales with. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. Yeah. Seller network. The reason I'm bullish on this, because I issued a challenge. You know my rip other than BuLLZiLla. Or think of like a big XRP content creator. Think of them. Picture the content creator we're thinking about. Picture one of the biggest XRP content creators. This shirt is older than their channel. Founder of the XRP Army, baby. Founder. Spread the word. The top shotter is back. The top shotter. Spread the word. All jokes aside, I like to play around. But Seller Network did hit Coinbase. I issued the 100K seller challenge. We could have got a 100K seller for $100. It shot to 19 cents. I bought a few 100,000 of seller. Why isn't seller coming up? What's going on here? Seller. It's CELR. Okay, Seller Network. This is on Coinbase. It's at 1 cent. 0.011, and that's 11. 0.011. This ain't 0.019. Just the 0.011, you could crush it to 0.019. That's almost a whole nother cent. And if it goes to 0.02, so really, you can really crush it on this asset. But wait till tomorrow. Actually, let me put all 3 of these tokens on my list for tomorrow. Because we want the Toncoin. I gotta know what that is. So tomorrow, guys, Toncoin. We're gonna check out that Leo, which jumped in like 13. Chain analysis. I want to still do the research on that. chain analysis, and then we're going to put seller network on here because it did get listed on Coinbase when I told the whole world it would. But the question is, do they still got like a big roadmap? And that's what I want to really find out. I want to jump down the rabbit hole on these guys. But in the meantime, let's celebrate the first super chat on the stream. Let's celebrate that super chat. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤 Ricola. Remember that commercial? Ricola. Just a little something from the Jesus community. Shout out to the Jesus community. I really appreciate all the love you guys have shown me the last couple of days. I hope I helped you guys out on your journey the last couple of days. And hey, you never know. Hopefully I done enough to get in them gates. No, I'm just joking. But just a little something from Jesus community. Sending love to the XRP fam. We appreciate that too, big time, Lee. A lot of us hodl. But don't get me wrong. I talk about XRP, XLM. I diversify. You know, I do got a show called XRP After Dark. We do at nighttime. But basically, on the morning show, we're definitely diversified. So it's not like, we're just XRP and hating all the tokens. It's like nothing like that. But shout out to the Jesus community. Jesus, that name though is just like, the Jesus community. And automatically you just picture everybody coming up like the robes and like their nah, too many jokes. See, I joke too much probably to be serious about it. Just a little something from the Jesus community. Sending love to the XRP fam. A lot of us hodl. A lot of us hodl. A lot of us hold. Maybe you'll take the time to at least check us out. I actually did yesterday. That's why I talked about like the last 2 days, because I actually went really deep down the rabbit hole. We did some research on the founder. His name was Mark something. Tell the guys is the founder. They can check him out for themselves if you like. I don't even know where my paper went. Actually, I did a whole bunch of research on it. That's why my one dude dropped some major love yesterday on that Jesus token, and we checked out the founder. I said it looked great to me, but my biggest thing, and actually I'm glad you brought this back up, is I don't really cover religion or politics. I don't really cover religion or politics on the show. So yeah, I got no problem with what you guys are doing. I even support you, but I just can't like have you spamming the stream every day, because there's just too many different cultures and religions and too many different things in the world as far as like, you know, this is a global channel, just like religion. There's like different religions across the world. So, but I do want to show you guys one more thing before we get out of here too, because it's a busy Friday. But thank you so much for that super chat. Oh lordy, guys, I'm BuLLZiLLa. I go live every single day. And I know it's Friday, you guys are busy. Breaking news. Some big changes in the Ripple lawsuit. I want to play these 2 clips because I didn't really get a chance to play these yesterday. I think yesterday I gave all my love to one thing, but I want to show these clips because I want to make some clips out of these. So I don't know if you guys seen this right here. Time for the future. Time for the currency of the future. Madame Lagarde. Time for the currency of the future. Tell him, Madame Lagarde. Give him that bullish news.
The digital euro is on the move.
The digital euro is on the move. Tell us more, beautiful Madame Lagarde.
Yesterday, the Governing Council of the ECB approved the opening of the preparation phase.
Brandon K., are you ready for the preparation phase?
It will be a journey, and we will walk the journey together with the legislator.
Okay.
All European institutions will be involved to make sure that Europe is equipped with the currency of the future.
The currency of the future. Madame Lagarde, can you please tell us more?
Cash is here to stay.
Okay.
You will have all options. Cash and digital cash.
Cash and digital cash. They just don't want to tell us more, Madame Lagarde.
So what does it mean for you? For consumers, it would be free and easy to use everywhere in the euro area.
Okay.
All of that, of course, is subject to the legislative process.
Okay.
Cash or digital, the choice will be yours. Your euro, your choice.
Your euro, your choice. It sounds like we're going to talk about currency of the future. One last clip and we're getting out of here for today. I hope everybody has an amazing Friday. I made a new clip yesterday of Susan from Esoteric Trading Solutions. Sue breaks down the Nostro Vostro accounts. Ripple XRP changes the game completely. 100 million US cash flow settlement, real-time payments. Tell them, Susan.
Person sitting on the treasury desk of a big bank or a wholesale fund manager or something like that. I'd say potentially I've got 100 million going out.
Okay.
But the problem is I don't know when that 100 million is going. I think it's going in 2 days because generally if I do an FX deal, it's going to be trade today plus 2 days settle tomorrow. Used to be 3. So if nothing goes wrong, it should settle in 2 days' time. But me as a bank, I have to hold an extra 100 million just in case, waiting for this thing to settle. And if it doesn't settle in 2 days, I'm still holding 100 million extra.
Wow. We're talking about the traditional financial system that the banking system has been using for 40 years, decades, swift, old technology. Now it's time for the evolution of money and real-time payments.
Because the money's got to come out, right?
Exactly.
So I've got 100 million. I'm waiting for it to come out. I've liquidated some assets on my side because I've got to physically pay out the 100 mil to you.
Okay.
But if it doesn't settle, I'm still holding 100 million in my Vostro account, in my bank account, just my bank account with Bank A, right?
And that's the biggest thing that I got excited about cryptocurrency, to be honest, because when I first got in crypto in 2017, the first thing I realized is we don't know money. We don't know money. Like, for example, I never knew that money never moved. Like, if I sent money from here to Going Blind in Georgia, like, he doesn't touch that money I sent him. That money stays right there in that drawer at MoneyGram or wherever you sent it. And they pretty much send the IOU to the other location. Okay, it's fine to pay Going Blind. This person did put the money in sender A, and receiver B can receive the money, but money never moved. It never moved. With cryptocurrency, and it's even worse with when you understand that you got to have pre-funded accounts or Nostro accounts, or banks have to sit there and accept the transaction. You can't monitor the payment. Like, whoa, the internet has brought a whole new way to operate to moving value, and this is why they call it the internet of value. And it will change a lot of lives. And we're here to document our journey in the internet of value every single day. So if you guys can show me some love, take your phone, hit the back button once, smash the thumbs up. I hope everybody has an amazing Friday. And I can't thank you enough for the love today. And I'm out of here. Thank you guys for the love today. I really appreciate it. Shout out to all tokens. We're bullish on a lot of different asset classes here. I will say heads up on thank you for the love today, whatever that one guy's name was, Lee K. I do appreciate that super chat. He said just a little something from the Jesus community. I do appreciate it. I'm a religious guy. God is great, but I just can't really talk religion or politics like that on the show daily. So, I did have fun with you guys like the last 2 or 3 days. But heads up, tomorrow the mods might have some sharp swords. Oh man, that'll be like a that'll be wrong. No, Lord, I have to. Oh, that's like, the whole situation makes me kind of like uneasy. No, I'm just joking. Dr. Crypto, thank you big time. I do wish you guys the best of luck with the Jesus token. I just can't be sitting up here talking religion or politics every day. I think you guys can understand that. Like, there's just too many different cultures. But I do wish you guys the best. And shout out to the guy that dropped the $100 super chat yesterday. I do appreciate that too. And the other guy, Lee Cola Fa. Thank you big time. I do appreciate that. Much blessings to you, my brother, too. Dr. Crypto, thank you big time. It might have been Dr. Crypto yesterday to drop a super chat. Bring joy to the world. That's what I'm here to do. BDigital589. So good to see you, bro. Have a good Friday. How you doing today? Going Blind, much love, my brother. Elizabeth, thank you big time. Gmail Brown. Very good decision, my brother. Oh, no. I'm out of here, guys. I'm just joking. We just can't have like spamming like that. It's already people's already frustrated waiting for bulls. I mean, waiting for the bull run. Like, you know, I'm going to say this too. This is like the best line. This is like the best line to make sure everything is super cool. When I was watching the founder video yesterday, the founder from the Jesus token, he said, yes, there is meme tokens, which Jesus is a meme token, right? Jesus is a meme token. And there's utility tokens. Like, utility is going to be XRP, XLM, XRPayNet. Oh, yeah, guys, XRPayNet does have a Telegram and a Discord. I always forget to tell you guys that. I don't know what's going on with their Twitter. I told them they should just change the name of their Twitter to Volta and relaunch or whatever they're going to do. If they don't do something soon, I'm going to have to really figure out what's going on with that. But anyway, so I'm looking for like utility tokens that are long-term hodls that's going to change our lives. Like BuLLZiLla123. What's your top 3? He's going to say XRP. Oh, Darnell Bond, best crypto channel on YouTube. Thank you, Darnell. I appreciate that. And, you know, I've actually been putting a lot of thought to this last couple of days. If I want to get my real opinion, my real opinion. We'll wait till the nighttime show for that. You guys are amazing. BuLLZiLla123 number 1. Now, my real opinion is God is great, and we're blessed big time. You know, I'm blessed big time, depending on what you believe out there. But I just can't really talk religion or politics like daily like that, or have spamming. So I love you guys. You still love me? Please call out Bingo. Same crypto times. Oh yeah, guys. Also, heads up, we no longer doing the 11:30 morning time. My apologies. I kind of liked it that time too. It's back to the 1 o'clock time for our daily live stream at 1. No later than 1:15, and we gotta really do the 1. Thank you so much. All BuLLZiLla says VeChain. Also, VeChain just hit Coinbase. Bam, that's a good one. Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚, Gmail Brown. Happy Friday. Oh, Link is a big one too. I actually ran across a bunch of Link stuff. I gotta show you real quick before I go. If I go to my likes on this one. Oh, another good article came out here. Ripple billion-dollar giant Coinbase launches XRP Futures for trillion-dollar heavyweight. Coinbase always ran on XRP. I don't care what they say. And as far as you guys remember, they went free with international transfers for XRP. And I made a big deal about that at Crypto Communities Unite. Chainlink staking VO2 is coming. Chainlink staking coming. Who was that from? Oh, Chainlink directly. I have some more Chainlink stuff in here too, though. I had a bunch of good Chainlink stuff in here. Chainlink might surprise you guys. Telcoin's been on fire. Telcoin community grow unbelievable. Here's for the Jesus crew. The God candle is coming. Y'all might want to get some Bitcoin, Jesus fam, and ride that God candle. Nah, that's just a joke. That's a joke. I said the Jesus crew should get some Bitcoin and ride the God candle. The God candle. That's not funny. The God candle is coming. What's that mean? Like you're going to outer space? No, I'm just joking. Fall golf. Where's my Chainlink stuff at? I had a bunch of Chainlink stuff. Oh, here goes the XRP Army. There goes the XRP Army when the price starts rising. That's what they do in Hawaii. No, I know why they do that too. Imagine that means, imagine you come up on the hill for battle and you got 10,000 dudes over here doing that on the other side. You might want to get up out of there. Like, oh, they making way too much noise. Oh, that noise will scare you in itself. Oh, Michael Gray. No, that's smooth, bro. I like that. Michael Gray says Jesus is in our hearts, not in our portfolios. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one. IBM right there. Mac Attack. The glitch. Oh, they're gonna be digital. BuLLZiLla getting prettier by the day. Pretty boy BuLLZiLla. Yeah, that's BuLLZiLla right there. Pretty boy. It's maybe farther back. I'm scanning. It might drop now. Oh, I wish I could play that, but he cusses. Oh, yeah, check out Daniel G XRP. Does anybody recognize this guy right here? This is supposed to be the Canadian Trump. He's actually a good talker, too. He got me at the end. I was like, yeah, it's a good clip.
On the topic, I mean, in terms...
I guess he's maybe running for the president of Canada, or he's running for some position in Canada.
In terms of your sort of strategy currently, you're obviously
He's too cool for his own good. Look at him. I ain't never seen nobody chew an apple that cool.
taking the populist pathway.
Look at him.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Well, appealing to people's more emotional levels, I would guess. I mean,
What do you mean by that?
certainly you
Give me an example.
certainly you tap
Yeah.
very strong ideological language quite frequently.
Like what?
Left wing, this and that, right wing. I mean, it's that.
Oh, Mark Clark, thank you so much for the super chat going out the door. It's actually seller, but don't make a move yet. Wait until tomorrow's show for sure. Because seller is on Coinbase, because we all can access it. It's only at 0.01 cent. And I actually got it written down for tomorrow's show. But it's going to be for definitely shout out for my brother Mark Clark. Mark Clark. But seller on Coinbase, and I was just showing everybody that one right here. This is the hidden gem I was talking about for today. At 0.01 cent. But at the same time, let me jump down the rabbit hole on it completely, because this used to be the layer 2 scaling solution to compete with Matic. Well, I don't say to compete with Matic. I always thought this was going to be the backup when Matic fell off, or Matic didn't do what they wanted. But for it still to be talked about on Base and hit Coinbase very recently, that's kind of a big deal. So something big must be cooking. And still at the price of 0.01, blockchains connected everywhere, DApp asset everywhere. Let's check out their Twitter. I just want to see how many followers they got. Quick research. But I'm doing a lot more research on this. Even though this is one of my challenges, I believe that this still has massive potential at 0.01. Because this morning I was scanning top gainers, top trending. I was looking at all the assets on Coinbase, which one's the best price. And this is the best price I've seen on Coinbase for one that has the most utility possibly. But part 2 tomorrow. 200,000 followers. Bam. So thank you so much, Mark Clark. Mark Clark for the super chat going out the door. I think Mark Clark is all the way in the London, right? Proper party style, bro. You look like $1 million there. You looking good, huh? You looking good, dude. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mark Clark. Part 2 on that seller tomorrow. Thank you, Elizabeth. Wait till tomorrow, bro. Wait until tomorrow. Let me go to part 2 on the... No matter what, I'm kind of confident in it that it's going to crush it. But I just still want to check out a couple things first. But I got you definitely tomorrow. Thank you, Mark Clark, with the super chat. I appreciate it. Lee Morrison, good to see you, brother. Much love. Going blind, have a good day. Much love. Oh, I got a new phone. It's ringing too. Suspect a spam caller. I know all about spam. No, I'm just joking. We got a new phone, guys, so I will be in the Telegram and the Discord. Stack them bags, and it's simple. So the founder of the Jesus Coin said there's 2 different kind of bags.